It's a pretty steep learning curve to get yourself to the stage of being self-sufficient in vegetables at a place like Yerranderie. So I thought I'd share some of my experiences. So the first thing that you need is a fairly secure space for your garden. I built this out of old wattle and covered it in chicken wire and netting, and also down here surrounded by rocks which stop the snails and slugs crawling in. And as well as that, a little bit of technology here is the electronic scarecrow, which when it detects any movement, it flashes like crazy, and the netting just starts to look like a UFO landing when the electronic scarecrow goes off at night. One of the things you'll need to get across is succession planting, because if you plant everything at the same time, it'll all be ripe at the same time. So example is over here, that's the potatoes, and they're starting to die off, and that means they'll be shortly ready to dig up and eat some and keep some for the next crop. But over here I've got the next generation of potatoes dug in, and they'll start sprouting up soon, and they'll be ready to dig up in about 2 to 3 months. You get some crops like the beans over here, they'll just keep producing, and same with parsley, and your tomatoes will keep producing all summer, but they'll die off in winter. Here we've got lettuce, which is starting to flower and go to seed, so I'll collect the seeds, and the new lettuce down here is only recently planted, and it's starting to sprout. And same deal over here. The beetroot here has been eaten, and recently I've planted a new generation of beetroot. Same deal here over with the carrots, and same over here with the coriander and basil. And over here the rocket is going to seed, so I'll collect the seeds for the next generation, and very soon I'll start planting another row of rocket. And they're a bit further in the distance is the pumpkin and sweet potatoes over there. So once you learn the secrets of succession planting, you'll have a steady stream of vegetables to eat. The watering system uses dribblers, and the advantage of these is that you can adjust the flow rate, and you can direct the water to exactly the right spot. That means that if you're in a situation like this where water is precious, the water is not wasted at all. So that's the way the system is set up, with pipes running along the garden and dribblers running out in the spots where they're needed. Now this is a humidity sensor, so it tests how much humidity is in the soil, and I can access that information from anywhere. So here I have a old mobile phone that I scrounged for free, and it's got a app on it which controls all the sensors and switches and everything, and so I can access this anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world. And it's got things like the soil sensor, and so I can access that, and I can see what level of moisture's in the soil and whether or not the system needs to be switched on. Now that's saying there's 100% humidity, and that's because I've just manually watered the garden. And so I can go back, and if I wanted to, I could just switch the system on by just hitting that, and basically I can do that anywhere. there's an internet connection, and away it goes. The automatic watering system for the garden is fed from this 1,000-litre tank. Now it's devoted entirely for the veggies, and the reason for that is if the whole system springs a leak, the most I can lose is 1,000. So I don't want to be connecting up to the main house water tanks and lose a heap of water in the case of a leak. And it's got these sensors which are remotely accessible, so I can see how much water's in the tank. And across here, the water goes through to this pump, which is remote controlled and can be controlled on the internet anywhere in the world. This unit here that is feeding water from the first flow diverters to the veggie garden. So these first flow diverters capture the dirty water that comes off the roof, and rather than going into the tank, and instead of wasting it, I have hoses which take that water and put it into the veggie garden.